this will be my last video for the day, and I just wanted to talk about something more from the heart rather than the mind, even though they are linked together, but more so the heart, and say it's good to have fellowship and to commune with one another. And sometimes your physical family will not understand you as much as your spiritual family will, or they won't be able to relate, or it feels like you're talking from two different realms. The world is the world. They love as the world loves, and we love in a different way. We have a more sacrificial type of love, a more intimate, heavenly pure love. Well, we something with character. And I admire the Buddhists. I admire the way of the samurais, but codes and ethics and finding inner peace. But to me, the heart of the matter, a real spiritual kind of warrior, or the real take your stand type of thing, would be living the Christian life. Really to find yourself, find who you are, and what does it mean, and the Lord is real. I call out to Him and He will answer you, and He's always there in your life. And it would seem to me that everyone, He loves everybody, but I don't want to say everyone's off the hook, but there is more of a reward for those who give a genuine effort, into this life, and fight a good fight and win the battle. And it's not really us prevailing, it's really God through us. But it's also us. And God is like that. He makes even paradoxes make sense. It starts with us, ends with God. It starts with God, ends with us. And I just wanted to say, so I don't have the ability, I'm recording from a phone, so I can't edit, and I never really edited before, but I saw some really nice videos where people would edit. But and I'm really preaching to myself here, giving a heart to heart to myself and to whoever's listening and can relate, is that you have to stick it in. You have to hang in there. You can't give up. Even if things look bad, find a way to take a step towards God. Don't step back. And even if you're walking backwards, try to find a way to grab hold of something, and change directions. You grab hold of a pole, you'll start making a circle, and then you start walking backwards the other way. You really have to fight so hard in this world, because sometimes the way the powers that be, the current rulers of this world, have it constructed. And I'm not talking about the physical rulers, even though I am. I'm also more so talking about the spiritual rulers of this world. That try to condemn Christ, try to beat Adam and Eve, but they couldn't. Because God loved us so much, came down himself. Tough pill to swallow for some, but it is what it is. And there's great power in taking up your cross. There's great power. Does that mean that's everything about being a Christian? No. That's just the nature of the job. That's like the shining emblem on the vest. That's the show off. That we take up our cross just like Jesus did. But there's so many diverse aspects to the uniform and armor that we put on that it really is everything. And don't get sometimes I find, just in my own personal life, that being labeled as a madman, the world will if you have a vision from God and you're going through it, they're going to call you crazy. And then for me it was dealing with the mental stress of it. It's in Jewish folklore, I don't know if it's real or not, but they have a story where Pharaoh wanted to test baby Moses to see if he would uprise against him. And, they put gold in front of him or coals of fire, and the angel guided him towards the coals of fire to grab it, and then he burned himself. And so I kind of look at that also like how it says in Isaiah 5, where the angel took the coals from the altar and put it on the lips of Isaiah and purified him. So that's sometimes what a vision can do, and it can be so frightening. People fall. Look at Daniel, he fell dead on his face. In Revelation, John falls dead on his face. You can't handle the presence of God when it's so like that. And it can and will scar you for life. That's just been my experience. You start searching for God and you put him first in your life, and you make him your everything, and he will open himself and show himself to you in such an extent, that's just been my experience, that it'll blow your mind. And to me it was to the point where it shook me to the core, and I was scared. Isaiah had that moment where he said, "Send me, I'll go." And so he got picked for the job, and maybe that happened to me. I don't know. All I know is, I'm carrying the message, I'm relaying the message as best I can, and I know all this homosexuality and stuff is coming, but, and with CERN also, sorry I didn't say much about CERN, but if you're catching this at the end, CERN could be real, I don't know, but definitely keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let this world defeat you. Don't let it take your crown of life. And let me tell you, they're sick. They're real sickos out there that, just you can think how ruthless children can be, and then think how sick full grown people can be. We're living in a sick world, and these people, they're beheading people, they're doing all types of sick stuff. And I can't say that word enough. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of six sixes. Okay? They're sick, and they're with the six. And, who knows, you know, I know I was just talking about Kingdom Divided, but maybe those are nines. That this is all these dreams that you're seeing about nines and sixes. That's the kingdom being divided. I don't know. Whatever. Too much. And I guess I'll leave it at that, and we'll leave it at 3 videos for today. I'm glad I could share my thoughts with you guys, and that's about it. Bye. God bless. And just say a quick prayer, or just pray. I'll be praying at the end of this video, so you can pray too at the end of this video. And I'll be praying for everyone who prays at the end of this video, and everyone who doesn't. Okay. God bless.